What's going on, Bravehearts community? This is Sean Heineman, your premier pre-engagement coach, back with another segment of It's Scary to Be Married, wanting you to love fearlessly. Today, I want to discuss settling. Now, let's go a little deeper. Settling, a lot of times people look at that as a bad word. There's nothing wrong with settling. I posted some images of my wife and I when we met on Instagram. I did the screenshot of our first conversation when I slid in the DMs. And then I put a picture of her ring next to the two images that I had posted about our conversation when I slid in the DM. And one lady asked me, she said, how often do you think this can happen? Because we married in 6 months. And I told her, I said, it can happen more often. The problem is people think that settling is a bad thing. I always tell people, when I met my wife, she had 80% of everything I wanted in a woman. No one is perfect. No one is 100%. Now, a lot of times the problem that social media plays into this is there's always a beautiful woman. There's always an attractive man. So a lot of times people think settling is bad because they're like a kid in the candy store. They're like, ooh, I want this. Ooh, I want that. They can't make their mind up with what they want. So nothing wrong with settling. You get what you need and you get out, right? That's why they say you should make a list when you go into the grocery store. Don't never go into the grocery store hungry, because you're going to go way over your budget because you're hungry. Everything you see, you just want to eat, So that's why I think it's important that you should settle, know what you want, get what you need, and get out. I posted a tweet that said, just because he's a good man doesn't mean he's your man. There's a lot of great people out here, a lot of great singles, a lot of great guys, a lot of great women. Now, he might be a good man. He might take care of his kids, work every day, got a car, got a 401k, all this other stuff. He's, maybe he's 6'1", I don't know. But just because he's a good man doesn't mean that's your man. Because, see, he might have some other issues that you might not see. You have to know what works best for you. A lot of times we get caught up on the aesthetic, like, ooh, he has everything I want physically. But when you really get to know him in depth, then you realize, oh, we really aren't compatible. I think compatibility is a big part into finding someone that you want to be with, right? Just because they're attractive doesn't mean that that's the one for you. There's a lot of attractive people out here, but you have to know what works for you. When I was dating my wife, there were other women that, I could have talked to I'm just saying, I had options. Your boy had a couple of options. But the thing about my wife was she stood out because me and her was compatible. There were some things that her and I had in common that I really believe that worked for us. I liked her moral compass. Her moral compass meant a lot to me. Her personal relationship with God meant a lot to me. And she was fine too. That always helps. But I liked what I had in her, and I was out. Again, 80%. Nobody is perfect. She had flaws just like I have flaws. I'm pretty sure she wished I was 6'3", but I'm not 6'3". I'm 5'8". Right. So you got to know what works best for you. Take it and be out, and again, just because he's a good man doesn't mean he's your man. You have to know internally what works for you, because I don't care how attractive someone is. If y'all together over an extended amount of time, there can be some habits or some issues that really can cause damage to the relationship. And I tell people that people don't really they don't have morals and values until someone does them wrong, or you realize that someone have flaws. Now all of a sudden you're like, oh, he was supposed to do this, he was supposed to do that, but you're supposed to check that in the dating stage. That's why that's important. So there's nothing wrong with settling, okay? I just want to put that out there, because people, they're always swiping left and right because they just can't get, they want that 100%. They chasing that 100%, and you're going to find yourself lonely by the time you're 65 by yourself trying to chase that 100%. You're not 100%, right? And if that person was 100%, would they want you? You know what I'm saying? So you got to position yourself in a way that says, you know what? They're not perfect. because I'm flawed too. So let me get what I need from, that I desire in this person, and let me be on my way. Because I think people make dating harder than what it have to be, because they looking for the 100% when they have 85% in front of them, when they have 80% in front of them, when they have 90% in front of them. And that a lot of times that just comes from greed, right? We just have to learn how to be content. And I think that's the only issue with social media is there's never enough. There's always a baddie. There's always a handsome guy. And people will be waiting and waiting and waiting when actually that person is right there for you, but you too busy looking at other people trying to chase something that you possibly can't attain. So let me know what you think. Leave a comment below in the comment section. We'd love to hear from you. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. This is Sean Heineman, your premier pre-engagement coach, with another segment of It's Scary to Remarry. Share this video. Take care, people.